What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I haven't made a video in quite some time now. I thought I'd just come back. I've just been sitting here really just questioning a lot of things, and I wanted to make a video just kind of talking about how I've been feeling these last couple days. Really, I'll be honest, I've been feeling quite lost. I feel like something I had so much passion for just slips away. But like, I don't want to lose that, you know? Like, I know deep down that passion was still there. And like, I've had fun doing it. I know how to do it. But like, recently I feel like it's just not clicking the way it normally does. And it's just so annoying. It's like really annoying when you're good at something and then like immediately, push comes to shove and you're not ready. And I'll be honest, like, I've been trying to make more videos, but honestly, I just get so drained from everything else in my life that I just can't sit down and make them like I used to. I really miss it though. I used to always like have video ideas. I'd be constantly planning them. And yeah, I just lost it, and I don't know why. It's something I still genuinely care about. I want to make content. I still very much care about it, but for some reason, I'm just not putting in the work. And it's like, I'm trying to better my life in other ways to come back, because part of me felt like I wasn't ready to, I wasn't my own person enough to make YouTube videos. So to go find myself. But now we're back. I had a stream the other day. It actually went pretty well. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. We had a bunch of people turn up. And that it always gives me that spark whenever I have a good stream. But I really didn't have too much I wanted to talk about today. I kind of just wanted to come on here and just that's really all I've been doing recently. Just talk right off the dome, think, just be myself, not even give myself a chance to think, just so I can really just be me authentically up front. Now, I feel like I need to find a way to better work myself out of these slumps where like I really put myself down in, and I don't know. I almost feel like I need to rush things. Like I need to get a lot done in one day. Get a lot done in one day instead of a bunch of little things in multiple days. And I have that problem with YouTube and everything pretty much. I try to just do everything all at once. And it's a very painful thing. Like you really overwork yourself, you overwhelm yourself, and then you sit here thinking like, I'm just not good enough. And it's a painful feeling, man. It really is. Like I'm really trying to, when I make YouTube videos, I'm trying to spread positivity. A lot of my mental health wasn't to like, it was a way for me to look back and see my journey, but also help other people who might have mental health who need to hear this. Like what other people are, saying and stuff. People who are in similar situations. Because I know that's how I got out of my mental health, really. Is I saw a bunch of YouTubers. They would talk about their mental health. And then I could relate to it very heavily. And I kind of wanted to create the same effect over on my channel here. I forever ago, I decided to do the name change to Free the World. And it meant something. Like the name just clicked in my head, and I've gone with it ever since, and I don't think I will ever change it. I will die with this name. And I feel like it's, the world, you can only perceive the world from your perspective. At the end of the day, only you are going to live the way that you lived. You're going to have a unique life because it's the only life that you've ever had. It's unique to you, which is what I find extremely, extremely fascinating, that every person is a person and they all have their own things going on. And it's like, I always think my problems are big, and then I see someone else who's struggling bigger, and it's like, damn, like maybe my problem wasn't so bad. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I don't want to better my problems. That doesn't mean my problems don't affect me. Just because someone else is having a worse problem, problems are problems to each individual person. Outsiders may not see your problems as real problems, where you do. And that's okay, because it's your life, your world. You're only going to view the world from your perspective. So if someone tries to like, you ask for help, you say you have your problems, and then people come back and they give you your problems instead. You know, like it's not really going to help anything. And it's like, you can't be like, oh yeah, that makes you feel better. Sometimes you can if you relate to the problem a little, but I don't personally think, you know, two completely different bad events happening and it's like, well, your problem's not as big as mine. That's really unfortunate to hear. Where I kind of lost my train of thought. I feel like I was really going on something there, but it's at the end of the day, we all perceive the world differently, but we also perceive it through our own eyes. We all believe in ourselves personally. We all have our own inner voice. We all have a spark in every single one of us. Every single person has the opportunity to do something great, but also do something great while being themselves. And that's really the art of it. That's the art of life, is that we can all do these like different things. And you know what? The reason that people find certain people special, like famous people or like authors or like anything, it's they wrote something good and they have a talent in an objective thing, like a category like writing or YouTube videos or music or anything. But then they put their own unique spin on it, which is what makes the art, which is what makes these stories special. Because on their own, this is where like AI and stuff, like you really can't, you can't create the same magic. You have people trying to, make AI art, AI stories, AI music, but it's not there. It's soulless. Whether you believe in a soul or not, you gotta believe in the human spark and that we have our own uniqueness and everyone has something to give to the world. And having that purely generated by AI it's disgusting. It's completely disgusting behavior. And the fact that people think in higher tech companies that you can emulate that when they themselves are creating something, even the creation of AI was kind of unique in a way, you know? It shows how far we've come with our technology, which I think is really cool. Now, do I think we're using it properly? No. Do I think we should have as much access to it as we do? No, but I do think it benefits in, time and time. I've used Google AI to search things. If you play MMOs and you don't want to read through a bunch of wikis, you can pretty much just go on Grok or ChatGPT, ask the question, very specific question, and it will help you out and even potentially direct you to links that can help you without you having to do a bunch of research, which I think is super cool. But that doesn't mean we should be abusing it. And I feel like that's the problem. People need definitive answers. They need, I either hate AI or I love it. There's no in between where it can be of uses. It can be, and I think that goes for a lot of things in life. I think when people talk about the death penalty, that's a big one that's on the table right now, especially with the David Burke case, is, it's like, well, if we give him death penalty, every murderer deserves death penalty. But what about the murderers that kill rapists? What about the ones that defended their family? Do they deserve it? No. And you don't have to be one way or the other. You can have an opinion that goes both ways. That's the art of life. That's being human. That's having your own opinions, your own spin on it, your own whatever, That's really the unique part of it. Anyway, I haven't yapped this long in a while, and I feel like this is really helping me. Like, this is helping me get a lot off my chest. I'm really able to, vocalize some of these things I'm just thinking that just gets so caught in my head. And I almost realize, this is my own art. I'm me. I create very interesting, cool things. And so, yeah, that's really that. I appreciate anyone who stuck around to the end. Leave a like if you did. Drop a sub. The goal is to hit 200 by the end of the year. We're only 32 away. We're pretty close, I'm not gonna lie. I think 32 is that number. It doesn't really fluctuate too much when I don't post, but yeah. I'll catch you all in the next one. If you want more videos, write us a rant, philosophically, anything like that, just let me know, and I'd be happy to do it. I'll catch you all later. Peace.